What's up, Scrubs? I'm Roche, and I'm here with.
Hi, I'm Irony. I play
It's
Fire Emblem.
Irony. And we are going to look over Fire Emblem Gaiden for the Forever Draft. This is Alms Part 1, and we're just having some fun. How the
Sure.
Forever Draft works is I'm going to skip to where there's actually gameplay. Uh, how the Forever Draft will actually work with this game specifically, because the cast is so small, anyone who is not drafted is available. This is me trying to figure out how to put on easy mode, which I do because I'm doing easy mode for this shit. Um,
Didn't even know there was an easy mode for this game. I have not
yeah,
played this game, for the
it's like
record.
it's a,
Nor in this footage.
it's just a whack little Konami code thing. It's really weird. It's kind of like Paragon mode for
Oh, this is
Thracia.
the Paragon mode, not the easy mode. Got you.
hmm Uh,
Because I know there's a Paragon to this.
yeah. Um, Sorry if there's like little pauses. I was recording this initially in voice chat while Garmore was playing Yu-Gi-Oh, and I was talking to him, so it was a little scatterbrained at times. But anyone with that you drafted that's a villager can be used as whatever. As you can see, we drafted Tobin in the bottom right corner there. I already can't see it, but YouTube can. I only can see it in Discord, whatever.
Yeah.
But anyone else can be used as cavaliers because that's pretty universally their worst class, and but that makes them like somewhat useful anyway. Because I'll take a cavalier. I'm literally Roche. I love cavaliers, even though they do kind of suck in this game. But because we only
Right.
have one uh, person we could choose their class, I really wanted to make him an archer because I feel like that's usually the optimal thing to do. But when there's only one, I feel like you need a mage in order to beat some of the tougher enemies, right? Like
Mhm.
uh, mages just have a lot of cheese factor in this game, especially because I believe they avoid terrain penalties, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. If
And
it's anything like SOV, then they just completely ignore anything. Like, it's just a flat, oh, I have 85% accuracy against
yeah,
everything.
also this is
Um,
me turning up the speed, I believe.
um,
We'll skip past that.
So, well, you had Tobin, yeah?
Yep. So
Then,
I chose to
it,
make him a mage later on, so we will be
right.
feeding a
Does he
decent amount
still,
of EXP.
does he still get Excalibur in this game, or is that just an SOV thing?
He does. He gets it at level 6. Um,
Right.
I
So he still has
believe.
the freakishly early Excalibur, so that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
he doesn't. I don't think
Like,
he hits it by the time we get to the what's it called? Um, uh, Shit. The the map I'm talking about, the big castle map. What's his name? Desay. That's it. The Desay map.
yeah, just say,
Um,
yep.
he doesn't hit
The
it by
Despair
then, which is
Castle.
when I really wanted him to hit it because Slater. I wasn't even trying for that Drigger's shield. I'm gonna be honest. But he did hit it like immediately after that map, I believe. Out of these level ups, I'm trying to feed because I need to get at least 3 levels on everyone, but I'm trying to feed the most to Robin, of course, Robin, Tobin, Bobin, because you know, he's the mage. This is probably me looking something up. I'm sorry about this.
It's just
Um,
more levels is more levels.
yeah, but I do feed a healthy amount to my other units because Cavaliers are still Cavaliers, and I'll take Cavaliers. I won't be short on those because I also do get Matilda later on, who was miraculously the last drafted Gaiden unit in the Forever Draft, which is very odd. No, this is definitely me looking up Tobin's spell list. I remember this. And here's the Tobin level up: skill
Ooh,
HP.
skill HP,
and Nutso. But he gets promoted. He can be promoted now. One thing that's weird is how promotion works in this game. It's like random when you go up to the like little altar thing to promote. It like flashes up like, uh, would you like to promote Mage to Cliff? And you can say yes or no, and you say no, and then you back out and you go back in, and it says, would you like to promote Cliff to Soldier or something? And then you say yes or no, and it just keeps doing that over and over again. So I remember sitting here. I remember sitting here while I was promoting him, and I could not get Cliff to get the Cavalier option. It took him like 5 whole ass minutes, and I meant to feed that kill to Cliff, but Cliff missed, so Gray gets it instead. And he gets speed, which is good, because Gray has a pretty bad speed growth, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he has like a really good speed base. It's just that his growth sucks.
Yeah.
He's an SOB.
He's
I
very
just got done with an SOB run, so.
he's very based in this game. That's nice. Lucas, he runs away. I didn't draft him. Sorry, Lucas fans. I am a Lucas fan, just not right now, I suppose.
Not drafted like a loser.
Mm-hmm. In terms of who I drafted first, I have them in order of I drafted them on the screen. So my first pick was Leon, because I just feel like he's the most like useful single unit in the game. Because at this point, there was like one draft round where all of us picked one cleric from either SOV or Gaiden, and I believe I wound up with SOV Jenny. Alm leveling up there. One thing about this Alm, this is a very goofy Alm. He leveled up, I think, like HP, attack, defense, almost every single level. I don't think he leveled up speed more than like once. So he is very slow, because he gets weighed down by the bolt sword later on, once he gets that.
Right.
But he takes no damage anyway. So I guess next time I get a speed fountain, he's getting that, but that's just really funny, honestly.
Yeah. Wild.
It's really weird.
I'm not entirely sure how the meta works out for this game. I know that in SOV, Leon is considered like pretty much by far, except maybe Jenny, the best Celica side unit. And part of that I assume has to be from Hunter's Volley and the like. And that doesn't exist in this game.
He's still really good. Dread fighters in general are a lot better in this game than SOV. They're just kind of crazy. But Leon, I use the old translation things when I'm talking about Gaiden sometimes to put differentiation between the Gaiden versions and the SOV versions. But they're still one of, if not the best combat units on Celica's side. I don't know about best in general. I think it's because of the lack of Hunter's Volley, Jenny solidly takes that spot now. But he's very good. But after Leon, I did take Tobin because I figured I needed a mage. I knew a lot of people weren't prioritizing the villagers because we get them for free as cavaliers anyway, but I figured having at least one was exceedingly important. Another thing about the free units, by the way, is May is free. But despite that, I still drafted Bowie because I feel like that's just going to make a lot of the earlier maps a lot easier.
Is there a reason why May specifically is free?
I think Danny came up with that one. I think it was just because it makes it the early maps a lot less painful, and she's, I guess, I don't know why she chose May specifically. Maybe Danny just likes May, but here's Tobin missing 2 and getting hit and is now at low HP. So thank you, Tobin. And Gray also missing the kill. And Cliff, I was really worried about this. This is me save stating right here. You can see it. Because if Cliff misses this, and then gets hit, and then gets hit again, he fucking dies. But he hits it and levels up skill HP, so I guess good job, Cliff.
Baller.
Great job. After Bowie, I drafted Ryuto, aka Luthier, uh, just as a nice filler combat unit. I feel like he's a
Or
good unit, and a second mage would be nice. That is probably a
yeah,
good
I actually
argument for not making Bowie a mage, especially. Um, but I feel like the maps that I really need mages for, Luthier would miss out on.
right.
Hmm.
I guess if I were playing this, I would have had some similar logic to you. I would have also tried to draft at least one of the three initial villagers. Um, but my idea more so would have been to promote into mercenary, under the tunnel vision of like, ooh, mercenary, good. Um, and like again, like I just got done with an SOV run, and in that I just like I did the dread loop cliff strat, and he just completely just demolished everything. Um,
I
I
mean,
wonder if a mage really has the power to Juggernaut with that, but I'm not sure. Or like Juggernaut in general, not with.
I know, I know. In the Forever Draft, Naoto sure did do the uh, Dread Loop with Cliff as well, and he did Juggernaut. My thoughts weren't necessarily Juggernauting as much as just boss killing. While I probably Juggernaut with Alm. Uh, one thing that's different between Gaiden and SOV is that Alm is a lot better in Gaiden, just because
Really?
he has the full range on bows. Um,
Oh shit! Really? That's
yeah,
huge.
so he just juggernauts with the killer bow, despite the fact that there is no hunter's volley. And before he has
Oh
the
wait,
killer
Clipper
bow,
still exists in this game?
yes, I believe it does. If not, there's like a silver bow or something, but I'm pretty sure the killer bow
Right.
exists. Um, but before
And he
then,
still
he
gets like
gets
five
this
range.
the Act One bolt sword, which is
Right.
crazy.
Bolt sword's really good.
Hmm. This is me thinking if
Hello,
I
what
could.
is happening?
Oh, hello. We
Hello.
are we are dubbing over my forever draft things.
Oh, I'm interrupting. Should I leave?
All
I can
right.
leave.
You could stay if you want, I guess, but you'll be on YouTube.
I mean, that's fine.
All right, sweet. Surprise guest Akira So here, coming in hot.
Yes,
Um,
I have jump scared the call.
mhm. So what
Uh,
happened here is I tried to kill Lucas off and then restart, but then I realized it does not work like that in this game. So I accidentally reset, and I had to go back to my save state. Uh,
oh, good job.
so yippee! There we go.
More jump scared players.
Here's me accidentally cheating, and then I reset. There we go.
How's Gaiden treating you?
It's going great actually. I've got some very goofy level ups. As I explained with irony earlier, my Alm currently has leveled up HP, Strength, Defense. I think every single level up, and not Speed once. So he currently has 3 speed. With the this is like the third time Cliff promotes an or crits a 1 HP enemy, by the way. But he currently has 3 speed while holding the bolt axe as of the end of this recording, um, which is crazy. There you can see
That's very sad.
he leveled up attack and HP and skill, but it's fine anyway because first of all uh, speed fountain things, but second of all bolt sword bottom text and he takes no damage so he never dies. Anyway, Robin's about to fucking die if he doesn't dodge this. But that guy decided not to attack because healing AI is whack.
Gaiden moment.
Shout out to Gaiden. So we give it to Cliff. Cliff leveled up pretty fantastically. He's leveled up speed the past 3 levels. You saw that last level was literally just speed. So Cliff's looking pretty good, actually. He really is. But now here comes.
60% speed growth. If
Yep.
that's the same in this game as it
It's
is
great.
in SOV.
I don't know why I recruited
It's
Silk.
probably not the same in this game.
Did not draft Silk. Silk is not drafted. now it's time to have the fun of just scrolling through. Would you like to promote to this random class?
Oh god, yes,
Mhm.
I voiced that in a
Yep.
short recently.
I sure saw that. I was thinking about this when I saw that. Um, so I have decided to make Tobin my only drafted a villager, a mage. The other two can be used as cavaliers because they were not drafted, and that's what Danny decided. And I do as the Danny guides. But you can see here, Cliff takes fucking forever to roll cavalier. He takes a
Yeah,
very
yeah.
long time. Uh, anyway, the reason main like dilemma I was having with Tobin was mage or archer. I could just go mercenary and sleep with him, but I feel like Alm would have a better time just sweeping the game. So we needed a more like this is a tough boss. I need to kill him fast. So Excalibur crit. But I have
Yeah, I was
also
gonna ask if that was the
drafted.
reasoning.
I've also drafted both Luthier and Python. So I was like, do I make him a second archer because a second archer is very useful. He finally gets Cavalier and gets 1 speed, 2 defense, 2 attack, which is ridiculous, and 2 HP.
Perhaps that's good? Question mark.
Shout out to Gray who got the same promotion and only got 1 point of defense. Gaiden is the game of all time.
I mean, it's boosting you up to a stat threshold, is it not? Like,
I think so. I'm not sure if that's how that works.
Yeah, it is. It is.
All right.
yeah, just set your
No, that is
stats
how
at
it
a
works in this
minimum.
game.
Naoto the expert.
So-
Let's go.
It's just that Cliff has ass bases. That's what is happening.
Yeah. Anyway, I give Cliff
Has
speed,
backing speed.
and I give Tobin HP just because that's how magic works in this game, and that makes me feel good, even though speed is a good stat. What I should have done here is I suppose given speed to Alm, but I did not have the foresight to realize he just would not level up speed.
Yeah,
So I believe what I
you
do
didn't
instead
look
is
too
Gray.
much.
Yep, Gray speed. Also, do not know why I recruited Silk. I could have not done that. I did not draft Silk. If you're wondering, Naoto, the table with my drafts is in the voice chat.
But
If
not
you
for
wanna-
Naruto.
Oh, not Naoto. Akira. My bad. This map. Woohoo! This felt so good using my newly promoted units that are not villagers.
Yeah.
It's such
So
a
you want
power
Cav
trip.
Cav Mage? Let's go.
We got Cav Mage and Alm, who's just kind of Alm.
It's one of the greatest squad of all time.
Unfortunately, Tobin did not hit Excalibur by the Desay map where I wanted him to, but it's fine because we got another carry who you will see later who also had a ridiculous spree of level ups. It's really funny how this works out, and I've never had this unit perform like this before, and I'm very excited to use them. So foreshadowing, I guess, but from now on, my goals are to feed EXP mainly to Tobin and Alm for sweeping purposes and Tobin for Excalibur purposes. But I will absolutely take some level ups from Gray and Cliff along the way, just because they're gonna make decent flunkies. Cavaliers are still actually a good class, even though they're like the worst class options for them. Yeah.
Right, being the worst class in a game with only like 6 classes isn't that bad.
Especially when
I
the
don't know.
classes available are all pretty good.
Alright, Soldier's not great. No, Soldier's an okay class.
Soldier's okay in Gaiden. They like really lean into that high defense thing here, which some other enemies just cannot deal with.
Yeah. And then female, well, Pegasus Knight is actually a pretty good class in normal mode.
Yeah, it also completely eliminates the need for Claire. If you make Faye a Pegasus Knight in
Oh, but that's only Echoes.
in Echoes.
Yeah,
Can you,
it's
Gaiden,
Echoes only,
like
and also
Echoes have
bad.
completely different like class balance.
yeah, Echoes is a little is different enough from Gaiden that it's a unique experience, which I really like. I end up taking this little defensive formation with uh, Tobin, not because he has the smallest defense stat in the world. Look at that defense only level up, reaching level like 12. Um, the tankiest Almi ever did see, but mostly because I'm really worried about him just like firing himself to death. I always get weird with that about Valentia games where I'm like, my mage is going to kill themselves slowly by taking too many counters.
Resonance moment.
Mm-hmm.
Resonance moment.
Resonance. My face went resonance.
Yeah, wonderful.
I'm also kind of worried about that archer over there, but I don't think he becomes too much of a problem. He literally, I was always expecting him to go for Tobin, because he does 4 damage to him and does like 3 damage to the next best guy, but he just never does. I guess he just decided not to. He does live on 1 HP, which is annoying, but
Was annoying, yeah.
it's fine because. Oh, this is me save stating because I was worried about the enemy phase with Tobin again because fire nonsense. But I decided to literally just take that formation up with this, and there's another speed level up with Cliff. Keep an eye on that. He becomes quite speedy by the end of this, which is very nice. We love to see a speedy Gaiden character.
Cliff has like 50% speed.
Yeah, he has an actually high speed growth for one. Unlike Ulm apparently. I don't even know what his speed growth is, but dude was not leveling it up. This guy decides to flee, and we can't have any survivors, of course, so Gray chases him down. No witnesses.
Kill every last one of them.
You know, as they say, kill every last one of them.
Right. As only the wisest of men have ever said. Kill every last one of them.
And it's
Rochelle,
about
If you want to know, I just checked what Orm's speed growth is, and it's 30 in Gaiden.
30.
What the hell?
Wow.
Terrible.
I've leveled up worse. I'm a Roche enthusiast, so.
Gaiden units do not have good growth.
By the way, I've never not had a blessed Roche with speed. I've used him so many times. Every single time he gets more than average speed. Fun little Roche lore.
Roche sweep.
Roche sweep. I'm always saying this. That annoying little 1 extra HP. And then it's about this time I realize that the mercenary is coming for my undrafted units and I don't want to cheat. But it's okay because he doesn't catch up because Bozo's walking down a mountain, taking 1 step at a time.
Aren't you guys allowed for the forever draft to, like, kill a unit, just for, like, sandbagging pretty much? Or is that not true?
Yeah, but I don't know if it'd be okay if, like, Silk countered him and did, like, 6 damage, you know? Like, I'd rather just have her avoid combat until I can, like, safely kill her off in, like, a skirmish.
Forever draft.
What?
I'm surprised Silk wasn't free in Forever Draft, honestly.
Yeah, I believe someone immediately picked up Silk Valentia. There was like one, it was like the second or third round through. I think like Naoto picked Silk Valentia, and then someone took Silk Guided, and then I think Danny took Jenny Gaiden, and then I wound up with Jenny SOV. So we all got 1 cleric from the games. Because of that, I don't have a cleric in this game, but I think it's fine because I got other good units. Like in Celica's route, I got Leon, and I got Dean, and I got Atlas, who's going to be an archer probably, and I got May and Bowie. So feeling all right about that, and Jesse, I guess. I could probably grind him to be a dread fighter, which is crazy.
Jesse exists.
Jesse
all you can really
Jesse
say.
may not be the best dread fighter, but a bad dread fighter is still a dread fighter.
That is true.
Anyway, Gaiden terrain. That's all I have to say. Gaiden terrain. Look at that Alm hit rate, by the way. Doing 1 damage because he keeps leveling up fucking defense. And I believe I
Truly the
keep
greatest game of all time.
the shield on Bowie. Not Bowie, Tobin.
Wrong mage.
Just because I like him. I like him like that.
Right.
Actually, I'm not sure if I do. I think I might give him to Claire. Because I give it to Claire. Or because Claire... I have specific plans for Claire. Claire is not a very good unit. She's not great, but I drafted her for this main purpose in the Desay map with fucking with the archers there, so that my other units can safely cross and engage Slade. This is normally easier when you have a cleric, so that Claire can like retreat and heal up. But the way things shook out, I just slapped the thing on her, the shield on her, and she was perfectly fine. This is me looking at the stats of everybody. Look at the difference between Cliff and Gray right now. What was that?
Are bows flyer effective in this game?
It's like Echoes, where only if you have a special bow.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Got you.
We also get a very important... after this next map, we get 2 very important things. One of them is Claire, and the other is the Bolt Sword, which means kind of Alm Sweep for the end of Act 1. But we do have to beat this chapter, which is annoying as shit, specifically because of that archer with a steel bow. A steel bow that I completely forget about, I'm not gonna lie. Oops. Sorry, Cliff. Forget about for more than one reason, because I actually forget to put it on Python to give him the extra range during the Desay map, leading him to not engage with nearly as much as he would have. But sorry, Python fans. I'm also a Python fan. You know how it be sometimes.
I assume there's no on-map convoy in this game, since most of the early FE games do not have one.
There is not. I don't think so, anyway. I'm pretty sure there's not. I feel like I would have used it, yeah.
Yeah, you would have noticed it by now.
Yeah. Alm is very well matched against these soldiers, because he's got such high defense and attack and nothing else, and they're so slow that he doubles them anyway. Whereas Cliff kind of takes a big chunk.
Almost gonna become a soldier for himself. He's actually got other plans. He doesn't
Yeah.
want to be a sword unit anymore. He's actually always dreamed of being a baron.
Yeah, he was like, what if I was an armor knight with a killer bow? And that's what he'll become. An armor knight with a bolt sword.
He was gonna become like a what? They get bows in like Shadow Dragon, right? So
Yeah, they
he's gonna
do.
become a Shadow Dragon general, and
He
he's gonna have a
saw
lot of fun with
he
it.
saw someone use Sedgar in Shadow Dragon. He was like, yo, what if that was me? That'd be so
Yeah, no,
cool.
he's a huge Edgar fan.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just chasing his dreams of becoming
Mhm.
Sedgar.
Anyway, Cliff is a little low right now, so I try to send him over roughly this way so that he and Gray's a little low right now, and also Cliff. Another speed level up from Cliff, by the way. But I try to send him over to that other, like, ball in the dick formation they have going here to get that heal tower that the soldier's on that you can't see because he made it green.
Dragon moment.
Mm-hmm. This is a certified Gaiden moment. Skill HP. Yippee. Hooray. I want to seize the heal tile, basically. I want that heal tile, and I want it to be mine so I may heal.
Very
And
important.
yes, I may... The only HP stat that matters is 0, but I don't want to get to that point, you know? I'd rather not.
Right.
And this is me save stating, just in case. Alm is at level 5 now and gets. Did you see that level up? Power, defense, HP.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
He's continuing down his general path.
And he's becoming Sedgar. He's gonna do the Shadow Dragon Sedgar strat.
He's honestly, I would too if I saw the first time I saw Sedgar and I was like, holy shit, I'm literally Roche, and then I became Roche. So it's just like that.
Like, you gotta respect it.
Yeah, I was like, I wish I was that guy's sworn best friend brother thing, and then I became him. I'm doing a little strat here called have them attack my high defense unit, and then next turn attack them with my mage. This is a classic Fire Emblem gambit employed by many grandmasters in the sport,
Right.
like Mecha and
I've done it a great many times.
yeah, Mecha and Shozo Kaga invented it actually together during a
Right.
very nice outing together. And it's a classic one. And Cliff decides he wants to get in on there. Then he remembers he does not have very good defense, and also he misses. You know, the
Exactly,
nerves
no
get to him. Luckily, Gaiden moment.
Woo, Gaiden moment.
Hooray for Gaiden.
What would we do without the Gaiden moment?
Cliff would die. That's what would happen. We would
That's
reset the chapter.
Or more accurately, relive the save.
That's true. We would state the save. Save the save state.
Load the state.
Load the state. I'm always saying this.
Right. And rightfully so. It's very important.
Every Fire Emblem player should know how to load the state. And also, Bowie keeps missing despite the fact that he's not impeded by the avoid
Right.
bonus of the castle.
Out
Which-
here missing 90s like a fucking loser.
I know, right? What a dude. And look at his haircut. I think his haircut looks hilarious in this game. He looks like a...
All of the haircuts in this game.
They
are
literally
just
look like the
absolute-
Three Stooges, but like if they were from a bag of Skittles.
I have to give a shout out to like Dean's haircut and like
Oh my god, the flat top,
he's
the
got
guile.
Polnareff hair.
He has
Aw.
Polnareff hair. One of my favorite is Forsyths with the emo boy, which is very very funny.
Don't know it.
Anyway, he
Forsyths
finally hits and he
is like-
crits them, but he levels up skill
That's
speed, so I'm
cool.
fine with it.
So Luthier's hair is kind of cool. I think that's Luthier.
Yeah, he is pretty dope. Yeah, he's got like the little hand. He's doing like a little pointy thing,
Yeah.
kind of sinister looking.
He's got a cool spray.
I drafted Claire because I figured there was like a point in the draft where everyone left was shitters, and I figured I'd rather have a Gaiden shitter than any other game shitter because cast size, bottom text. And a Claire is
That's fair.
Claire is better than anyone else. I'd rather have Claire than a FE12 Mathis. And now we get the bolt sword, so Sedgar, he saw Sedgar and he was like, what if Sedgar could also use magic, you know, because warp is crazy, but he didn't recognize the difference between staff usage and just like thunder magic, so he's kind of just a mage now, a mage general. Kind of like a promoted Arden.
Or he's like he's an FE4. He's an FE4 Baron.
Yeah, he's an FE4 Baron. He got his Barons mixed up.
He'll sit on a throne and just hold the point and proc provise to make my life hellish.
Anyway, shout out to this map with the most orderly formation of soldiers like you have ever seen in your life, and then the one cavalier in bumfuck nowhere.
Gaiden fucking map design.
He's
truly the peak of the franchise.
Like what were they thinking with this? I genuinely have no idea. Like what was the point of
It's just
that?
a reinforcement that you can see coming. That's all.
That's
all.
true. I mean, you complain about ambush spawns, but we're making the spawns very very telegraphed now. Why are you so angry?
Which good game design. That's what that's
Mhm.
called.
Anyway, we put up our own defensive formation. I don't know if I have the leather shield on Tobin or on Claire right now. I think it's on Tobin.
I think it is on Tobin.
Hmm.
I don't think I saw you move it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe
I know I
wasn't paying
do
attention to
end
it.
up moving it to Claire either on this map or the next one, either during the map or after the map. I want to get Claire some EXP because I want to see a good Claire. And I want her to fuck with archers in the same map. And yeah, that's all. That's all I want in life right now. Tobin does not one round, sadly, but he basically feeds the kill to other people, which is honestly just as good. Gray doesn't get speed, but he gets strength, which he was kind of lacking anyway. It's fine. I'll take it. Good job, Gray. Sure. More so, it just gets him. It gets him a level closer to promotion, which is what Gray really lives for.
Right. Because the Paladin promotion is pretty nice actually. It
Yeah.
gives you pretty much every benchmark that you need, at least in SOV.
Mm-hmm. I believe it does so now. You may notice that Claire's about to fucking die. Uh, she doesn't, but well, she does. She dies. She fucking dies. We're seeing it soon.
Yeah.
Don't worry. This is me contemplating my life decisions and then deciding if I reset, I will reset after a glorious blaze, a nice last stand to maybe hopefully not reset, because me as an Iron Man enthusiast have a what's the word for when you just don't like doing aversion? That's it, an aversion to resetting. Another thing you may notice is that Ulm did not double the soldier with the bolt sword.
The no speed on.
Yeah. He's really committing to the general idea, right? I guess I have to respect him for that. Oh, actually, I do not believe it's Claire that dies. I think it is actually Cliff. Yeah.
Yeah, Cliff does look like he's gonna die.
Cliff does
What a
die.
shame.
I was so worried about Claire dying that Cliff dodges like a maniac and crits, and he's doing so well. It does not last, I believe. I do believe he does perish, and we do reset. But it's okay. It's okay, Cliff.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He was doing pretty good though.
Yeah, he was.
I gotta respect that.
He
Like that crit, huge.
he went out. He went out swinging. He really did, and I gotta hand it to him. And this is, I believe, where I move the. Yeah, I have to go re-recruit Claire and the bolt sword, both of equal value, if not bolt sword is better. For this one
Might
specifically,
in fact be better.
for this one specifically, they might be equal. For any other run, the bolt sword is unequivocally better. I believe during
if at the beginning of the game you gave me the decision bolt sword or Claire, I would pick bolt sword.
yeah, and that's exactly what this game does. At the very beginning, Act 1. Anyway, I go with my own penis formation. I don't know why
Truly,
this.
like
I don't know why this archer fights at 2 range, by the way, and he just dies.
yeah, that's. I think I've noticed something similar playing SOV. I think I've heard that this game is just basically completely random with its AI, and that wouldn't surprise me. But like the archers do, for some reason, sometimes just attack where they can get counterattacked, for no discernible reason.
Yeah, they're just kind of weird like that. It's very, very,
Quirky.
very janky ass game, and I gotta hand it to it. Gaiden is a very fun janky ass game. There are a lot of janky ass games that are not very fun, and Gaiden sometimes is not very fun, but Gaiden is generally a very fun janky ass game. You know?
There's a certain appeal to
Mhm.
janky ass games, and while I have not played Gaiden yet, I must assume that it might hit that because I have heard surprisingly decent things about this game,
Yeah,
and it's janky ass.
it's it's like a side grade to SOV. It's not. It's SOV with more jank. Considerably less polish, you might say. And sometimes, if you want, I want to play a janky ass game. This is a good janky ass game. Shout out to janky ass games.
That makes sense. What is a good game without a little bit of jank to it?
I know, like, isn't that why people say that they play Melee into this year? It's because it's janky and it's like, you know, it's got
Oh.
that janky feel. It's like that's what Gaiden's like.
It's just janky enough for everything to click into place to create a nigh perfect competitive
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, Melee's great in that regard, and Gaiden is stupid in that regard, but it's hilarious, so it's okay. It can stay.
We will accept you for who you are,
Mhm.
Gaiden for being a janky little piece of shit.
Anyway, there's Cliff critting another guy who was on his deathbed. Thank you, Cliff. Very cool.
Cliff sweep.
Cliff he's sweeping something, probably his own funeral after that one, but he's doing all right this time. I think he's not missed a speed level up. Imagine being a
Imagine
janitor.
being a janitor at your own funeral. Could not be me.
Could not be me, because I'd be dead. He does
Yeah,
miss though.
I would just be more dead. I can't get up when I'm dead.
Mhm.
I don't know about Cliff.
My ass staying in my coffin.
Exactly. Like I'm dead. I'm done. I'm not.
My
like
my lazy ass staying in my coffin. Thank you, Bowie, for that luck level up.
I
Very
will
very blessed.
patiently wait the day that you get these names right, because that was Tobin. Wrong
Shit.
route again.
Damn.
You'll get it right eventually. I trust.
Mhm. Eventually. They're all pixels to me. I do try to feed a decent amount of EXP to Claire for this one. Specifically this guy, this poor sap who's stuck in here. Who's stuck in the forever box of the healing tile. Unfortunately, thrown bonuses. But speed. Skill, speed, luck. It's not power. Claire really needs power and defense. But those are some stats, I guess. That's 3 stats. That's something. And eventually I just kind of give up and I'm like, I'm going to try to weaken him real good. And then if the kill happens to go with someone else, I don't super care. But I get him to 1 HP. And I'm like,
Claire sweep. Hold on.
I'm going to try the Claire sweep. And Claire, indeed sweep. And she gets that sweet, sweet 48 EXP. That fixed number, baby.
So it's such a weird number to start to like get onto. 48.
Yep. Woohoo. It's just not enough to where 2 kills equals a level, too, which is very annoying.
Right.
A kill and a boss kill, maybe, but like, no.
It's a kill, a chip, and another kill. Well,
Yeah.
I think. I'm not sure. The
It's-
exact,
I think
formula
it's-
of this game.
It's a kill, kill a attack and hit, and then like do it. You can't like miss because I think that gives you the same EXP as if you dodge something, which is like 1.
Yeah. I mean, if you dodge 4 things,
That is
you
true.
will get a level.
Kill 2 things, dodge 4.
That's 4 dodges. That's a lot of dodges you need to hit.
Mm-hmm. Then again, this is Gaiden, so you could probably just stand on like a tombstone or something, and the enemies will naturally mistake you for the rock.
Right. I think what it is that actually they're trying to avoid destroying the tombstone out of respect for the dead. And
Yeah.
so they're like pulling back all their punches a whole lot to not break it.
Famously,
Really enact.
Jeddah has massive respect for the dead. Actually, it's because there's this specific lore with the Revenants actually that's actually their friend's house and they don't want to like hurt it because their friend will beat their ass, you know.
Right, that makes total sense. Absolutely.
This is actually what Shozo Kaga said about the game when interviewed by Shonen Jump or something, which is Shozo Kaga's cousin, Shonen Jump. Yeah.
Right. Shozo Kaga's, I think it might actually be like his second cousin or some shit. Like
Yeah.
his cousin Shonen Jump. I remember reading that interview. How could I not remember that? You're so
Mhm.
right.
Right after that, he interviewed Sasuke from Sasuke. So, anyway, Claire power. Claire received
Claire
power.
power.
Finally,
Received.
she will do 4 damage instead of 3.
That's a whole lot more damage.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's 4 times 2 because she usually doubles
True.
instead of 1 times 2, like
That's a
next
whole 2
chapter.
more damage. Absolutely bonkers.
Look at that! Ooh, 8
Yeah.
EXP. Let's go. We're gaming. Tobin doesn't double here, I believe, cause I gave him the shield. He's getting weighed down. Not fun.
What a nerd.
Anyway, Gray gets power HP, which is actually a good level up for him.
Let's go. Great.
Tobin the nerd doesn't get those levels, and I'd
Right.
still believe he's 2 or 3 level. He's 2 levels, I believe, away from Excalibur right now, and
A good spell. Yeah.
yeah, which I needed in about 2 maps. So, no, he's only 1 away. Actually, he's 1 level away. Am I
so you
am I
just
making things
got
up? Does he get it on
this.
time? Anyway, look at that power defense level. Thank you all.
Let's
Very
go.
cool. He's really
Again,
sticking to character.
Chasing his dreams.
You know, never let anyone say you can't be something. If you want to go ahead and be a different class than the one you were assigned at creation, power defense, HP, thank you, Gray, or Cliff, oopsie. You go ahead and do it. No one's gonna stop you.
Live your life the way that makes you feel the most comfortable with the weapon you're holding.
Mm-hmm. My child will be a bolt sword sweeper. My child will be a baron. My child will be an optimal unit. My child will be a fucking armor knight. My child will make Amelia a paladin. My child will make Amelia a general.
Amelia is good in general, you know?
You know,
Like
0 damage is not a lot of damage to take when you think about it.
exactly. Like if I'm taking 0 damage, then obviously I can't die.
Yeah,
Right.
like
And that must make me the best unit in the game.
if I'm immortal, then like I'm the best, right? They can't kill me.
Right, that's why actually Ivel is the greatest unit in the series because she is literally immortal for like 4
Yeah.
months.
This is actually why Merlinus is the greatest unit in all of Fire Emblem.
So true.
I've-
Actually, I just got done with my FE7 Merlinus solo run.
Huh?
Yeah. I totally soloed the game with Merlinus. It was really hard. I don't know how I managed to do it, but I managed
Wow.
to pull through. It was,
Interesting.
I'm just the goat like that.
I see it. I see. I could see how the strats would work there. You know.
Right. It takes a lot of rescue chaining though.
Yeah.
So it's like it's really his movement just really sucks. But like
Mhm.
Marcus doing his real job as a Jagan, and rescue dropping Merlinus everywhere, it really streamlined the process.
Yeah. Yeah. All you gotta do is put that tent right in front of the boss, and then pick him up the next turn and put him on the throne, and then you win. The problem is just getting him there, really.
Yeah, and Zero moved my ass,
Mm-hmm.
frankly.
Yeah, this is probably me looking something up. Oh, actually, I know exactly what this is. Garmore was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was watching his match right now. Don't mind that unprofessionalism. Anyway, Bone Walkers. Me when I walk bones. I'm trying to feed some EXP, what meager EXP there is here, to units that need it, aka Bowie not Bowie, Tobin and Claire, mostly. But I'll take some on anyone else because, of course, I will.
Experience.
Sound off on the comments if you also bone walk. Bone walker? I hardly know her.
It's so true, frankly.
This is me putting it to
True
like
words
3
have never
times
spoken.
speed, by the way. Power, defense, HP. Thank you, Cliff. He will not die anymore. Literally
Let's go,
immortal.
Cliff.
Shout out to zombie animation. How do they do that, by the way? How do they just like perambulate through the ground like that? They just teleport like Diglett.
I think they're more slime, like what is the word? Like a morphosolid,
Mhm.
like something like Jello, you know?
Like a sludge.
they just-
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
the sand guy from Spider-Man 3. That guy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They just kind of they like sludge around and kind of. Look, now that I think about it, they probably catch up a lot of dirt.
Could you imagine if you were just like walking along and then like a thing of sludge came out to you and it like came out of the ground and it just bitch slapped you in the face and did 1 damage and then like went away. And then you like doubled it for 12 damage each. What would you do in that situation?
What? Your mom is what I would do in that situation, I think. I can't think of anything else.
You know what?
Like,
I gotta agree. That's probably the optimal choice.
right.
Mhm.
I just there's no other correct response in that situation. I just can't think of anything else.
Yeah. I gotta say what I would probably do is I would probably pull out my bolt sword and I would do your mom with it.
Oh my god, so true.
Don't think too hard about that one. Anyway, Claire gets like a level up here. I think she already got it actually, but she gets like just speed. So unfortunate because I need her to get defense and attack, hopefully, just because that's what she's missing out on. She does do 8 times 2 to the Bone Walker, so this means that she's actually a good unit. Because she does damage to these
Claire
to
good,
these people.
actually.
Yeah.
I've been on the Claire hopium this whole time actually.
Yeah,
There's
I
so-
also have been.
Claire's just broken. How can
She's
people not realize that?
the problem is she's a little too good, you know. She's a little too
Right.
low key about it, and sometimes people just don't like it. It overflows in people's brains, and like, how can you get an
Yeah,
early
it's
game?
got an overflow glitch.
Yeah, but like with the general populace, it's like mass hysteria, but like an overflow glitch at the same time.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think you have to be right on that.
Yeah,
I can't think of any other explanation as to why people think this is a bad unit.
I know. Literally anyone who has who flies and has a speed stat cannot be bad. Strength issues.
Exactly.
You saw this person doing 8 damage times 2 just now. Like look at this. Look at this.
Wait,
That's a good unit right
look at
there.
that damage. That's
Yeah.
insane. I could never.
I could have.
And
My ass would be too stunned to hit this zombie. They would slap me, and I would start
Exactly.
doing your mom instead. Like
like
Claire's really keeping her eyes on the prize.
I'm much the same. I would just panic and then do your mom and then I'd just be stuck there. I'd be.
Yeah. I ain't hitting the
it's like I'm
zombie.
hit by like one of their like stunning claws or whatever they're called, where
Yeah.
you just get frozen for a turn.
Hmm.
In SOV.
My ass is staying in the coffin. I'm not I'm not fighting it.
Exactly. My ass is staying in the coffin.
Anyway, we have a decision to make here. Who do we give defense and power to? Let's look at the stats real quick. Can't use magic. Well, what a shame. I mean, he's been using magic this whole time. I don't know what you're talking about. Look at that glorious. Look at that glorious speed spread, by the way. It's 3 speed way down with the thing, and then like 12 attack, 10 defense on all. He's looking glorious.
Actual baller. Like
He's also
good.
just a little bit too good. That's actually the problem. I honestly do
Right.
not remember what I give this stuff to, but I do know I give some amount of it to Claire. Do you seek
Which is
power?
probably the right decision here.
Yep, Claire power. Um, I'm always believing in making Faustian bargains for Claire's sake. I give her 2 defense and a power, so that's nice. And an attack.
2 defense and a power. See, me personally, I would have done 2 power, 1 defense. I think.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah. See, I saw her doing 8 damage, and I was like, she doesn't need to do 10. That'd be a little too good, and it'd be too easy.
10's too much, obviously.
But on the way out here, I do pick up Python, because I did draft him, and then I kind of immediately forget about him. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Good job.
I kind of forget about him. Not completely forget about him. I just forget to give him the bow, which he would quite like going
But
into
the bow's
the
not important. It's fine.
the thing.
Good anyways.
Yeah, he would get doubled then. I think maybe I don't know. Who needs the extra
I mean,
range?
so much worse.
Anyway,
Mm.
Rebel Scum. This game should have had
Rebel
voice
Scum.
acting.
It really should have. I think the voices would have gone absolutely insane for this game.
They should have had voice acting and then like compressed it into an NES so it sounded like dog shit. That would have really fit with it.
It would have been so
Um,
fire. I think it would have gone along perfectly with all the
yeah.
rest of the jank of this game, and
Mhm.
it just would have been a work of art.
Yeah. Here I give the shield to Claire for Archer messing with duties.
Let's go. The most important job in the army is messing with archers.
All my homies mess with archers.
Exactly. All
Es-
of my
especially
homies
my
have-
especially my Pegasus homies.
Yep. Like, actually, if you remember in the FE7 Lin mode, where Florina is like besties with Will because she loves messing with archers, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what she says.
That's a very
Or-
important tenet in Florina's character, actually. Also, you'll see I moved Clive there. It's because I didn't realize he was Clive and not one of my paladins, and I just realized then that I had already moved my 2 cavaliers, and I was like, oh wait, I cannot use this unit. Did not draft him. But it's okay, because we have 2 good units already anyway. We do not need him.
Exactly. See, this is actually why Clive is a terrible unit, is because you already should have a Cavalier, Cliff, and Gray. And
Yeah.
therefore, Clive sucks.
Yeah. Just replace him with Matilda. It's that easy.
Yeah, it's that easy.
You have your Cavalier lineup. You have Claire, or not Claire, Cliff, Gray,
Yeah,
and
Claire's a
Matilda.
tank. Get it right, God.
Sorry, horse with wings. Close enough.
Right.
Gray continues to level up just power, which is nice. You know, we got the power Cavalier and the speed Cavalier. It's all right.
He's putting in the work. He's putting in the hours.
Power.
He's taking what's out.
Claire levels up power again.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Um,
here's where this is all leading up to. The next few level ups, Claire gets a lot of strength level ups. Like,
Claire sweep.
she literally Claire sweeps. It's so great. And here's Python lagging behind because I forgot about him. Poor guy did not get the EXP he deserved.
The fact that he's being a little lazy, because that's in his character, right? He likes being
Yeah.
a little lazy.
He's just
You're just being accurate to him as a character, and
he's dragging his
respect
feet a
him.
little on purpose, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like,
he's too good of a unit. He's got to be held back.
I bet Claire will take care of them. You know, Claire's a little. He's like, Claire's good, and I'm also pretty good. I'm just gonna sandbag a bit, and then when Claire's feeling a little weak, I'll just like pick up the scraps. You know.
Like, I would have done exactly the same. I respect it.
I also give the steel lance to Gray here. I should have given it to Cliff because I think Cliff just has better speed for it, and he might actually be able to double Slater if I'm lucky. I'm not. I haven't run the numbers on that, but woo! I forgot about that.
Ooh, clear sweep.
Clear sweep, clear sweep, clear sweep. But yeah, my thought process was they probably both will not double or get doubled if they have it. But I think Cliff might be able to double with it, and
He's
Gray
just a
already
speedy
has
guy like that.
decent attacks, so he's just a little fast like that. He's flexing that good
Just feeling a
speed
little
growth.
speedy.
Pew! Gaiden
Wow.
moment.
Gaiden moment.
I go with the smile formation here for taking on Slater.
Yeah, the smile formation is one of my favorite formations that
Mhm.
I use very frequently in my Fire Emblem runs.
Not as good as the penis formation. Anyway, another power HP level up for Alm.
Let's fucking
And
go.
another
He-
power level up for Claire. Some things never change. Oh, Slater
Truly the
doubles
goat.
him. I forgot about that. Oopsie. Sorry, Gray. Should have been faster. Claire sweep.
Clear sweep, except she misses like a dumbass.
It's okay. She was actually feeding the kill to someone else who was more in need.
Yeah, you're right. 100% right. How could I not know?
Mm-hmm. And Slater is dead. And bye to say. By Dozer. I like the name Dozer actually. I'm a Dozer apologist.
I feel like that would be like an old translation name of Dozla.
It does feel like it. Not sure how they got Desay from that.
He's named Dozer. That's like a weird translation name of like an FE4 patch or some shit. But I'm not sure.
Maybe. Yeah, there's me save stating after I killed Slater because I was like, I want to make sure that gets in the books, Pew. All right. Now Python's showing up. What's up? Let's go. 5 damage, 6 XP.
Yeah.
He's gaming.
The absolute power that we have been waiting to see.
Mm-hmm. This is the greatest Gaiden
Is
draft
this
you've ever
Gaiden
seen.
Gaming?
We are
This is Gaiden.
Gaiden
Okay.
gaming.
Okay, I have to say, I did not manage to get the Draco Shield in Shadows of Valentia.
Me neither.
Because they changed how the AI works for Slade. But if you don't get it in Gaiden where you can lure him out to the edge of the map and then he just won't chase you, then you're a bitch.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what I just wanted to kill Slade, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't care. I don't need it, honestly. All my units are a little bit too tanky.
Right.
See, look at that.
You're too
See that
strong,
that Cliff level up? Just defense. I don't need any more defense. I've got all I
exactly.
need.
And also, like, what would you do if, like, all got a hold of the Drake field and really just could not die and was living up to his Sedgar dreams?
Yeah. I think I might, like, he would be... Oh, by the way,
Using
Tobin...
Python instead of Tobin?
Okay, hear me out here. This is a draft. This is a draft, right? This is the forever draft.
Okay, never mind.
I
never
only
mind.
had one.
Comment
I only had
back.
one villager that I was allowed to use as not a cavalier, and I wanted a mage. So I got Python instead. And I also got Leon, so I'm fine. I'm fine on archers. We're good.
I've only ever seen like one partial playthrough of Gaiden, and they turned every villager into a mercenary. It's either mercenary or Myrmidon.
Yeah,
It's the same
it's the
class.
same class.
Yeah, they're both accurate. I think it's mercenary.
Yeah.
Is the initial class, and Myrmidon is promoted from that.
Yeah, they did oops all mercenaries to have like 11 speed and double everything.
Yeah, mercenaries are pretty good in this game. So are archers and mages. It's very cool they made classes that are not normally very good in this game. Here's me save stating just in case because I'm about to do a risky play with Claire. Thankfully, Claire is good, so it doesn't really matter.
Hell
Right.
yeah. Yo, okay. So I'm like I've gotten past Alm section and I just killed the Necro Dragons in Celica's section
All
in
right.
Shadows of Valencia. So that's how deep I am, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And that's also about where my knowledge of the story stops.
That's about all you need to know. I'm pretty sure. I don't think anything else happens
Yeah,
past
it's
there.
actually
They actually
based
forgot
on
to
the
finish
plot.
the story past then.
So I'm glad that Claire is a good unit, because right now, if I had to pick a favoritism unit, it would absolutely be Claire. I'm
Well,
Pegasus Knight
That's
build.
unfortunate because Claire is not actually that good of a unit.
you know, Claire is actually trash. But for the sake of this commentary, she's very good. She's actually like the greatest unit in the game. Fun fact, guys.
Fuck you.
She's kind of gaming. She really is. She and Matilda were the last picked, and I picked them because I'd rather have a Gaiden shitter than an
She was
FE12 shitter.
she was the
Yep.
last picked.
Of
Um,
Gaiden, of Gaiden,
Whole
of
of
Gaiden.
Gaiden. Right.
There
I
were
watched the whole
several.
video, but I watched the whole stream for the picks, but I don't remember who got what or what
Me
order they got
neither.
picked
So
in.
me neither. Uh, but I picked them up because I was like, I'd rather have a Gaiden shitter than like any other game shitter because cast size. But I think Claire and Matilda aren't terrible units, you know? I mean, Matilda's actually a good unit, but Claire's usually pretty bad, but she's performing really well, actually. Turns out all you need is
Yeah, we're
to
gonna
level
get
up
Claire
power
cheap.
like 4 times in a row. Like, oh, no, she just leveled up skill.
She fucked up. She got only skill that time.
That would have been a great alley-oop, but no.
It turns out the only thing you need to make an FE8 archer good is to get strength, skill, speed 5 levels in a row by level 10.
Yeah, that's all
That's
you need
true.
for anybody to be good. Is strength,
Mhm.
skill, speed, every single level.
All
So,
right.
how many of these videos are going up on YouTube, huh?
This is gonna be the first one for Gaiden. So far, I have two Thracia ones up. One of them I rage quit because Thracia no staff users makes me sad, and I was getting way too in my own head.
God.
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna
You're
play.
the one who didn't get a staff user?
Yeah, I got literally the free Safi. Naoto took like half of them, and then the other two people took the other ones. Lizard and Danny took the entire rest of them, and I was like, well, shit, can
Look,
I have
if you're
Brighton?
If your strategy to win the draft is to just deny everybody else staff users, like, I mean, kind of a dick move, but also like base strategy gaming.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we denied Lizard from any Cavaliers in Sacred Stones.
That's mean.
Mm-hmm. I took Seth and Loot, and then I was like, oh, I beat the game. Anyway, that's the end of the
My
thing.
Seth and my loot are both stat screwed.
That's so great. But then after I picked those, I'm like, I'm done for the game. But then I took Gilliam and Kyle as purely a denial pick for Lizard.
I forgot that at the end of last night on my stream that I mispositioned Erica and got her killed.
That is, you know,
And I just resumed the chapter and a Pegasus Knight immediately flew up and killed her again. I'm not counting that as a death. Because I forgot I had to reset the chapter. That's not going on the blind death total.
oopsie. It's all right. It be like that sometimes. But that's the end of what I have
lost
recorded.
all of Amelia's level. I hate myself.
Fire Emblem: The Sacred. You should just play a good game like Gaiden. Honestly.
Right, like actually good video games like Fire Emblem,
Yeah.
Gaiden.
Fire
My
Emblem
DS
Gaiden
is
for the.
right next to me. I could just pick it up and play Shadows of Valencia instead, but I can't stream that so that people
know.
can mock my gameplay.
That's
That
true.
Valencia's shit. Gaiden is the real heat.
Yeah. Speaking of, if you want to come make fun of the frog in his gameplay, I will probably put his link in the description if he sends it to me. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But that's.
Fuck, I have to actually stream to Twitch? Good god. My internet's been pretty shit for a long time, so I have not gone live on Twitch in a hot minute. But just for this, just because people are going to come mock the FE8 blind playthrough gameplay, I'll open up OBS.
You heard him. Shame him into streaming. The lower the internet, the
As
better.
long as we get enough people to bully him into streaming, then he will do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's that
Maybe the same will work for me, but I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. That's the end
Alright.
of Act 1 for Alms Route of Gaiden for the Forever Draft, I guess.
Alright, I've closed all 300 of my Internet Explorer tabs, so, maybe...
Maybe he can finally stream, and you can go make fun of him. See you later, guys.
Yep.
Goodbye. Click the links in the description.
Wait a minute. I do have something to say. For all of you out there who are like, I don't want to watch this fucking no-name loser play this game, anybody who gifts a sub, I will kill a character of your choice immediately.
Oh god.
Oh, wow.
Namie. He gave all the stat boosters to Namie.
This also applies to mine. Anytime you donate to the frog, I will kill a member of my draft. That is not a promise. I was making a joke, but that would be really funny. I would have no
That would
units.
be insanely funny.
Thank you for the 2 bits. Yes, I will kill all.
No, 2 bits is not enough to kill Alm. I'm sorry. Alright, where's my Visual Boy Advance?
All right.
There's no... Fuck.
All right.
There's
I'm
no
gonna click the
sound.
stop recording button. Bye.